You know, I've made a lot of videos over the last 6 years or so, and like if you've ever actually watched them and not just look at the thumbnails like some people do, you'd know that for most movies I come away with just being like, that was fine, I guess. Cause you know, most movies are just fine. Sometimes you get some real magic though, okay? You got 50 Shades, Twilight, the after movies. But every so often I watch a movie, the credits start to roll, and I'm licking all the Cheeto dust off my fingers, and I'm just like, huh. That's how Challengers was for me. I don't even know if I liked it or not, but it just made me sit there for a while and go, huh. But hey, what do you say we take a walk and talk about it for a while? But before that, really quick, this video is brought to you by Hostinger. Having your own website is pretty much essential these days for so many reasons, especially if you're doing any kind of like creative work, freelance artist, animation, music, whatever it is. You need to host all your stuff somewhere your clients can easily find. Like, it's way easier to tell them to go to alexmyerssucks.com than to be like, okay, so some of my stuff is on Newgrounds, some other stuff I think I have on DeviantArt somewhere. Or of course, if you're trying to sell anything, like you make clothes, you make art prints, whatever, Hostinger is here to help you make any kind of website you could possibly want. With Hostinger, you get more for less. It starts at just $2.99 a month plus 2 extra months for free. You get your own domain, free SSL, your own email account, 24/7 support. They come with tons of plugins and drag and drop options, or you can have their built-in AI set everything up for you. But wait, there's more. If you choose the business option for just $3.99 a month, you'll also get even more tools at your disposal that'll help you make the best websites you can as easy and fast as possible. I mean, hey, this whole thing took literally less than 1 minute. And once Hostinger's AI tools have made the site for you, you can fully customize it however you'd like. The whole process is just super simple. You purchase your plane, set it up, you're ready to go in minutes. So if you're looking to make a website for a personal portfolio, a side hustle, online store, or you just really want a place to put all your steamy Sonic fanfic, Hostinger is where you need to be. Use my promo code AlexMyers and you'll get 10% off in addition to any sales that might be going on. No better time to get started on your own website than right now. Okay, back to the show. So Challengers is basically broken up into 2 main parts. You have the present day tennis match between these 2 guys, and then the past, where it sets up the real stakes behind what this tennis match is really about. So first we have Tashi and Art. Art is a professional tennis player, and Tashi is his wife/coach. So like, the very first thing in this movie is this dude wearing a thong. Why are you sleeping in a thong, my dude? Now right away we see that Tashi is like really obsessed with how Art plays tennis. Like really, a lot.
Hey baby.
Mommy,
What's up?
can we watch Spider-Verse?
Of course we can. Of course we can. Come here. We're just talking about tennis right now.
But you're always talking about tennis.
I know.
This is like me whenever I talk about animation with Kelsey, and it's like, okay, so I'm trying to simulate a certain camera lens that's from this kind of perspective, so when the face goes up like this, I'm gonna make it do like this kind of thing. Yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. No, Kelsey, you don't understand. I spent like 3 hours on this.
Get knocked out the first round.
You're evil.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna call Tom, see if he can get you in the draw.
Hey,
Yeah,
I love you.
I know.
Now here's the thing, Art has not been doing really well lately, so Tashi decides to put him in a lower stakes Challengers game to help him get his confidence back. And more importantly, keep him playing tennis, because Tashi literally has no other hobbies whatsoever.
We could keep staying here.
We can stay here. We can just be rich people. That's all you think you can handle? Or you can keep being a tennis player?
Yeah, you can be happy, or you can do what I want. Oh, what's that? We have a daughter and we could just like take care of her together and be content in life? Not on my watch! Now, at this low stakes Challengers game, the final match comes down to Art versus this guy, Patrick, and neither one of them is too happy about this. And so this is where the movie starts to kind of shift back and forth in time, which it does in a very confusing way. It's like 13 years ago, and then 12 years ago, and then like 8 years ago. The characters have slightly different hair and like facial situations going on, but sometimes it's like, oh, we're back in modern day now. Oh, okay, whoops. Anyway, so 13 years ago, Art and Patrick were best friends. Patrick was some kind of rich kid going to this tennis academy thing, and Art looks like Walmart brand Ross Lynch. And this is where they first see Tashi.
Tashi Duncan Center for Girls, taking at-risk youth off the streets and onto the courts.
Don't make fun, man. She's a remarkable young woman.
I know. She's a pillar of the community.
Fire truck.
With a rag.
Yeah, I think this is one of those things you should probably keep to yourself. So anyway, Art and Patrick are both really into Tashi. I mean, I get it, you know, she's gorgeous, she's got an Adidas sponsorship, she used to be a super spy. Come on, leave some for the rest of us, would you?
Hey, I'm Patrick By.
Art Donaldson.
I know who you are. You're Fire and Ice, right?
Oh my God.
In the flesh.
Which one's which?
What do you think?
Yeah, to be fair, this is about as awkward as my flirting was in high school, too. Oh, hey, I see you're drinking water. Yeah, I've been known to dabble in that myself from time to time. You don't say. Now, somehow despite all of this, Tashi does entertain their company for a while, and they get to talking about how Tashi wants to go to college even though she could totally go pro. Patrick is going to try and go pro, but lucky coincidence, Tashi and Art are going to Stanford together, because of course they are.
Yeah, but you're not a tennis player. You don't know what tennis is.
What is it?
It's a relationship. For about 15 seconds there, we were actually playing tennis. And we understood each other completely. So did everyone watching. It's like we were in love, or like we didn't exist.
I think that maybe they're going to use tennis as a metaphor in this movie. I'm not quite sure yet, but I guess we'll find out.
Are you on Facebook?
What?
He's asking for your number. And so am I.
They put you up at the hotel in Flushing, right? We're in room 206.
Want me to come tuck you in?
Heck yeah! And don't forget to read A Hungry Hungry Caterpillar, okay? So they get to talking about all kinds of random stuff like relationships and girls and this.
How were you met your girlfriend?
Oh, she's not my, yeah.
And you, why aren't you pretending not to have a girlfriend?
Art's in between ladies.
Oh, no, that makes it sound like I'm some sort
Player.
of... Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Art does fine for himself. I mean, look at him.
Really? And the conversation kind of starts to get a little something.
What about the two of you?
What do you mean? Oh, no. Okay, Patrick was an early bloomer, okay? And I think that I was on time. And one time, when we were 12...
No, stop. No, we don't have to. You can just, nobody has to.
I mean, he did it on his bed.
Okay.
I did it on my bed. We did it together, but like on opposite sides of the room.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Wait, that did it for you? That worked? You mean I've been wasting my time trying to have normal conversations with girls for years? I could have just told them the real reason I watched Goofy movies so many times? And so they all get on the bed, and this is, of course, the big three-way scene that was basically the entire advertisement campaign for this movie. Like, every trailer, every screenshot, everything was about Zendaya's gonna do the Devil's Tango with two of the most mid-looking dudes you've ever seen. Zendaya saw what Ariana Grande was getting up to, and she was like, cut me a slice of that cake. So the three-way scene is actually a big trick, because what actually happens is Tashi gets Art and Patrick to make out with each other, and that's it.
I'm going to bed.
What about your number?
Good night.
However, at some point later in time, there's a little bit of a plot twist going on about all this.
What do you mean you won't say?
I don't kiss and tell.
Since when?
Since you told me she stopped seeing me if I told anyone?
Okay, how about this? If the two of you slept together, do a normal search. All right.
Yeah, so at some point in time, Patrick and Tashi did the Devil's Tango, and now they're kind of sort of together, I guess. Now, one really important thing you need to know to fully understand the complicated nuances here is that there's a whole lot of man butt in this movie, just everywhere, all the time. So about 3 dude butt scenes later, we skip ahead to college. Art and Tashi are going to Stanford together, like I said, and Patrick is doing his professional tour thing, so he and Tashi don't get to hang out very much.
Why did you ask me to come to lunch with you? Is he seeing other girls on tour?
No,
Is that what this is?
He's not in love with you.
What makes you think I want someone to be in love with me?
Huh, yeah, silly me. What was I thinking? Such an idiot, am I right? And Art, being such a good friend, also tries to do the same thing with Patrick when he comes to visit both of them at the school one day.
Did she say something to you?
No, I just got the impression she's not thinking about this as a serious relationship.
Honestly, I'm proud of you. I've been doing the same thing.
I'm not doing anything.
It's fine.
You know, this just makes it harder for me, right?
This dude's got a whole lot of something going on here, you know?
I would never do anything to
I
get
know.
in the way of you
I
and your
know.
girlfriend.
You're playing percentage tennis.
Hey guys, I think maybe tennis might be a metaphor for the whole movie or something. What do you think? Now after this, Patrick goes to do a little hammer with Tashi, and for whatever reason, all she can talk about the whole time is tennis, because literally that's all she cares about. And so, long story short, what do you know? They have a big old fight and break up.
Tashi,
What? You're not interested in me fixing your game for free. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
why do you care so much?
Well, we're dating, right? So, I don't know. It'd be a little embarrassing if you suck.
I suck now.
God.
It's
not college tennis out there.
You see, Patrick is getting kind of tired of Tashi's one-track mind. You know, kind of like how every other day Kelsey's like, all right, that's enough, Alex. I've had it. It's either me or the Space Jam DVDs. I can stop anytime I want. You don't get to judge me. Now, perhaps because of this fight, or maybe it's just a coincidence. Who knows? But later that day, Tashi has a big tennis match, and she ends up stepping kind of weird and completely snaps her knee. And just like that, her life is over. She never recovers completely. She can never play the same level she used to. Her tennis career, her dreams, everything is just gone.
I'm good, I'm okay.
Well, at least she still has a positive attitude. But still, she tries to pick herself back up and do what she can, which is at the very least she can coach and help other people play tennis. So, Patrick has now top spun the ball over the net, and now the ball is in Art's court. Hey, do you get it? Zendaya's the tennis ball or something, probably. I don't know. So, Tashi and Art end up spending more time together. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, come on, you can sleep in tomorrow, right? Katarina's match isn't until nighttime.
You're getting too much height on your ball toss.
I am?
Yeah.
You guys are ready.
You're a great spot server, but right now you're checking in at like 129, 130. But I think with like a few adjustments, you get to 135.
Uh-oh, Tashi's turning into one of those guys now with her random advice no one asked for. Hey girl I've never talked to before, if you changed your hair and your clothes and got a completely different personality, I'd think you were way hotter. Is that a threat?
I'm really proud of you, Tashi. I'm serious.
God.
I'm serious. You're doing really well.
Okay.
I'm just glad that you didn't quit tennis.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, my only skill in life is hitting a ball with a racket.
Hey, don't worry, Tashi. Trust me, some people will pay pretty good money for that.
What?
I really want to kiss you right now.
Why you gotta say it like that? I really want to kiss you right now. Hold on, I gotta put down my jar full of toenails real quick. And so Art and Tashi end up like together. And also she becomes his new coach, so she can turn him into the tennis star that she should have been. Okay, so skipping ahead a little bit here, we're about 7 man-butts in at this point. Tashi and Patrick end up running into each other at this tennis tournament thing in Atlanta 8 years ago from modern day. And of course they do the timber, which Art kinda sorta knows about.
It's giving him a lot more free points when he serves. Yeah, it's just little things like that.
So okay, basically, Patrick and Art have been vocally and silently fighting over Tashi for the last 13 years. Even after she marries Art and they have a daughter, things are never really stable or happy much at all. Like later in the movie, Art tells Tashi that he wants to retire from tennis. Because now that he has Tashi and his daughter, he's had a successful career, family's becoming more important to him than tennis.
Tell me it doesn't matter if I win tomorrow.
You tell me if it matters. You're the professional competitor, Art.
We've been doing this together. We've always been doing this together.
I'm your coach. If you don't win tomorrow, I'll leave you. I'm serious.
I don't know, guys. I'm starting to think this might not be a healthy relationship. That's the thing about this movie, though. Everyone just kind of sucks. Like, I'm not rooting for anyone here. I have to assume they were trying to make all the characters seem nuanced and layered and flawed or whatever. But, like, this movie's 2 hours of just the most unlikable people being unlikable. The whole time I was watching this movie, I was just hoping the ending would be they all get struck by lightning. But okay, so as we turn the corner around the 12th or 13th man-butt scene, we're at the end of the movie. Art just told Tashi that he wants to retire, and she was like, ew?
Can you just hold me until I fall asleep? Please.
Okay.
Ugh, a man being open and vulnerable? And so she sneaks out in the middle of the night to go spend time with Patrick.
Well,
I want you to lose tomorrow.
I'm aware of that.
I'm asking you to lose tomorrow.
And so, just like the good old days, they argue and fight, and what do you know, they end up doing the... And this brings us to the very end of the movie, where during like the 8th tiebreaker or whatever, Patrick gives Art the same signal he gave him 13 years ago to tell him that once again, he slept with Tashi. And so Art finally realizes that he's spent his whole tennis career really only playing and being as good as he can for the sake of Tashi. Tashi's the one who cares if he's good. Tashi's gonna leave him if he's not good enough and probably go back to Patrick of all people, his ex-best friend. And that's been his entire motivation for like everything he's done. But this is the moment when he realizes that he never really had Tashi. She was just in his court for the moment. Because you see, like, okay, here's what's really going on here. Wait, hold on. Transform! So, going along with this extremely subtle tennis metaphor, Art and Patrick thought they were fighting over Tashi, as in she's the ball that they were hitting back and forth. But it's actually the ball that controls everything in the game. Somebody please make it stop. They have to go where the ball goes. They have to play according to how the ball moves and spins and bounces and whatever. Ultimately, the ball controls the players, and Tashi's the one who's been trying to bet on the winning horse by manipulating her way to whoever she thinks is the best player or has the dumbest hair or biggest Adam's apple. Because you see, actually, Tashi hates both of these guys. They get to play professional and they get all the sponsorship deals, their faces are on breakfast cereal boxes, they have their own action figures. Even though she feels like neither of them are as good as she's supposed to be. And like, no matter how good of a coach she thinks she is, she will always and forever be sitting off to the side. And so, once Art and Patrick realize this, everything else fades away, and they become friends again because regardless of whomstever wins this particular tennis match, the real winning move is not to play Tashi's game anymore. And weirdly enough, Tashi is really into this because finally she gets to watch some real gosh darn tennis. So, yeah. I don't even know if I like this movie or not, to be honest. I mean, it's an interesting idea, although it's like as heavy-handed with its symbolism as it could possibly be. Okay, so like it's about tennis, but actually not though. The music is also like so annoying. This might be one of the worst movie soundtracks I've heard in a long time. There's just this like constant techno music that randomly plays all the time. It's so weird. But I mean, hey, it's an original idea, and I think overall it was executed pretty well. Like, this movie will speak to a very specific group of people, and if you're one of those people who's in that group, I hope you had fun. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please watch another one, because that's how the algorithm works. So click on this one that's being recommended to you right now, right here on the screen. It actually helps a lot if you do that, because like that's how YouTube knows that my videos are worth caring about. Also, if you have any movies or TV shows you'd like to recommend, send me an email at alexmeyerscontact@gmail.com, and I'll put them on my absurdly long list of movies that I need to get to at some point. Anyway, hope I made your day a little bit better, and I'll see you all next time.